U.S. citizens stripped years later. Naturalized Indians at risk. I thought I was safe. I worked hard, paid my taxes, raised my kids in America. Now they're saying I could lose my citizenship because of something I didn't even remember doing 22 years ago. That's not just one person's story. This is what naturalized U.S. citizens, including thousands of Indians, are walking up to under a quietly expanding federal push. The U.S. government is now actively pursuing denaturalization, a process where your citizenship can be revoked. And if you're from India, there is a double risk. Because once the US takes it away, you might not be Indian anymore either. What's going on? Here's the latest. A Department of Justice memo dated June 11, 2025, has made denaturalization one of the top 5 civil enforcement priorities in the United States. Assistant Attorney General Brett A. Shumate wrote, "The Civil Division shall prioritize and maximally pursue denaturalization proceedings in all cases permitted by law and supported by the evidence." That's legal language, but let's be clear. They're now going after people who already became citizens. More than 25 million immigrants in the United States are naturalized citizens. In 2024 alone, nearly 49,700 Indians became citizens. All of them now live under a new shadow because this process doesn't need criminal charges and it doesn't even require a new offense. The government is going back through people's old records. Why it's happening? So why now? 2 reasons. First, under Donald Trump's renewed policies, immigration enforcement has become aggressively retrospective. The idea is if someone lied, even accidentally, on any immigration form, the government can reopen that case. Second, there is precedent. In 2017, the Maslin-Jack versus United States case ruled that denaturalization is only valid if the lie was material, meaning it would have changed the outcome. But the Trump-era DOJ wants to test that boundary. And now, under his second term, they're using civil court, where the burden of proof is lower. They don't need beyond a reasonable doubt. They just need clear and convincing evidence. Let's be honest. How many of us remember exactly what we checked on an immigration form 15 years ago? Let's hear what real people are saying. I'm freaking out. My dad filed a tax extension in 2003 that he never followed up on. We got our citizenship in 2010. What if they say we lied? Another wrote, "They're not just coming for people who lied on purpose. They're digging through every line item like we're criminals. I'm Indian. I gave up my citizenship when I naturalized. If I lose this, I'll be stateless. My kids were born here. What happens to them?" That fear is real. Even if you're completely innocent, just being accused can destroy your sense of safety. What you can do: review your immigration history. Go back to your green card, your I-485, your N-400 application. Did you forget anything? Were there any unresolved legal or financial issues? Don't ignore small issues. Missed child support, tax errors, even misunderstandings about unemployment. Don't ignore small issues. Missed child support, tax errors, even misunderstandings about employment history. These are now potential grounds. Get legal advice. If you think you might be at risk, consult an immigration attorney who also understands constitutional law. If you're contacted by the DOJ, do not face this alone. Stay in the loop. Join local immigrant advocacy groups. Track what's happening, because knowledge really is power here. What's next? What happens next depends on the courts. If federal judges uphold this aggressive denaturalization push, we could see thousands of naturalized citizens, including high achieving professionals, lose everything: their passport, voting rights, even the right to stay in the US. But the flip side is this: if the courts push back, the DOJ could be reined in. Already, immigrant rights groups are preparing lawsuits and constitutional challenges. For now, the reality is this: there is no safety net for people who become stateless. India automatically cancels your citizenship once you naturalize in the US. So if you lose your US status, you could be left with nothing: no passport, no nationality, no home. This is terrifying, but you're not alone. Have you checked your immigration file lately? Have you talked to your parents, your spouse, your kids about their citizenship history? Comment below if you're a naturalized citizen or if your family is. Are you concerned? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us as we continue to cover the immigration issues that matter most to Indian American community. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and double check your documents.